Okay, well, welcome. This is, I'll be presenting Build.ai, which is a virtual reality builder. So, next slide. Okay, so what is Build.ai? We make a real world building, so an actual building with a crowdsourced design. And it will be a game that people can support. So the building will also be built by funding from the players. So the players will collectively make a design to build a real building, and the whole design and the building planning will be part of the game experience. So you can play in a virtual representation of a real building site. You can control a crane, you can control any of the machines, you can design your building, and then in the end of the first season, we will actually pick the best designs based on scores and popularity, and it will actually be built. So, has anybody played this game before? Having some lag with the slides here. Sorry. Yeah, there we go. Does anybody recognize this game? So this game is actually called Factorio. It's a game where you make a base where you mine resources, and you the goal of the game is to make a most efficient pipeline for your base, where you. I'm sorry, I'm having a little bit trouble with the technology here. Yeah. So it asks you to optimize a production line to mine and process the perfect amount of resources and unlock a technology tree. The playful visuals are a big part of the success of this game within this genre. So a virtual reality builder is actually aimed at the same type of players who like to play around in an environment where they do some optimization or design and get most efficient with resources as they can. Our competitors include games like Minecraft. People love to play Minecraft. Not just kids. People like to express their creativity in a virtual environment where it's basically limitless. But other people like to actually take these designs and optimize things about them, so like we've seen with Factorio. So in a virtual reality builder, we combine these two types of players. One of them can make the designs, and the other ones can make an actual optimized pipeline to build the design. So how will we score this? The user can share edits to a design for further collaboration with others. The designs will be scored on popularity. Structural soundness, there will be a full physics simulator running in the background, checking if your building can actually be built. You also need to think about material costs and labor costs. So that's not only part of the design, but the design will be scored on material and labor cost. So the people that like to optimize, they can make actions. They can automate tools like the crane you see in the bottom there, or any kind of tool or workflow that you can think about. They can optimize the steps, and then they can make a planning for the whole design. So people who like to plan, they can optimize material sourcing. They can select the best action plan to minimize the material and labor cost to actually make a design. Many designs will be uploaded, and so in the end, of the first season, we will select the best designs and actually build those. Next slide, yeah. So the plan that gets the best score within the budget that we finally raise, and which has the support of the stakeholders, will be built by a combination of automated and manual labor. Depending on the action that made it into the design, a tool may be ordered or modified to do the action. One of the game modes challenges people to make actions for all kinds of tools. The goal is to provide them with an environment where they can create a sequence of inputs that my real builders can perform on the building site. Yeah. So this was a pitch. Not sure if I reached the 5 minutes. I had some technical difficulties.
Thank you very much
for your attention. And the next version of this game might include a full city builder mode.
Thanks a lot, Eric, for the pitch. I gave you 30 seconds more because of all the annoying pop-ups that were there in the beginning of your presentation. Unfortunately, we cannot disable those, but I hope for now they will be less because most of the people already joined the call. So yes, as said, I would like to give the floor to the jury first to ask some questions.
Thank you.
Feel free to just speak up.
Do we speak up or do we just put them on the chat?
For the jury, you can go ahead and ask them if you want. I already see a question from Uti there appearing in the chat.
I just put a question about how do you monetize? What kind of revenue streams are you going to have for this game?
So the basic idea is to have a free-to-play game that everybody can build basic things with, but if they want to collaborate on bigger projects, they can buy designs from other players. They can buy actions from other players that other players might sell. So other players can make money as well. And a part of that money goes to the fund that will actually fund the building, and also which will fund the company.
So sorry, it's not clear to me. How do you actually make money then as a business?
So the money will come from people can buy actions that will make their
sort of in-game purchasing.
Yes, in-game purchasing, microtransactions. So they can, if they want their design to make a certain level of how feasible it is, they can buy actions from other players that will get their score higher, so it's more feasible to actually being built. And there will be many leaderboards for different categories. And in the end, it's a goal that at least one of the designs will be converted to a real building.
And are you competing with Minecraft, or would you want to collaborate with them?
Well, collaboration would be nice. The design part of Minecraft is what we're also looking at. So we hope that people who like to play Minecraft and make very nice worlds there in the simple environment that you can make designs in there will also like to play this game. So people who like to make building designs like in The Sims or in Minecraft, they are a target segment who will make the designs. And people who like to play optimization games like city builders or strategy games, they will be our target segment for the action and planning part of the game.
Okay, so let's take one more question from the jury. I see there is Uti that asked something already in the chat, and Karen as well. One of you would want to ask it in person?
Yeah, sure. Maybe Uti is first.
Okay, yes. So yeah, hi, this is Outi. Yeah, I was going to ask about your target player segment. You already mentioned that those people who play strategy games and so on.
Yeah, thank you. So also someone is asking about sustainability tools. Yeah, this can definitely be a part of the scoring. How sustainable is the material sourcing? How sustainable is the building? That's a good idea. Thank you.
Okay, I see that you with that already answered the question from the audience. That's good. And there are some questions from Karin left that I think we can answer as well before moving on to the next pitch.
Yeah, I had two questions. I do have more, but what do you see as your USP? Because in the game industry, there are a lot of games and also building games. But I don't know specifically if there are building games. But what do you see as your USP among all the games that where people can build cities or buildings or whatever?
Yeah, I think the USP is that this building, they can dream about how this building will actually become reality. So in The Sims, or if you like to play The Sims, it's very fun to make a nice house, but then you save it, and then years later you lose it. But in this game, it can actually be a real building which you can enter and visit later.
You mean you can build the building yourself? You can build it online in this game and then go to an architect to have it built?
The goal is that we build, my company will build the building on an actual building site, a physical building. Yeah, one of the designs will get selected and actually built.
Okay, oh, that's interesting.
Okay, thank you very much for the pitch and for answering the questions from the jury.